Hello and happy Monday. I hope it looks decent for my filming. It's a kind of a gloomy day, and I always feel like it makes such a difference with photographing my projects and actually doing my Facebook Lives. You can just see the difference when the sun isn't shining, but it's Monday, so that makes my attitude always spectacular. I love Mondays. So to kick off this week, hi Lois, Lois's friend. Lois is joining live, but I know that Lois has already ordered through this party, so because her friend is the hostess. So kicking off this week is Kathy Hunter's virtual stamp party. Hi Diane. Thanks for joining in. So Kathy Hunter lives in Estherville, Iowa, and I'm excited to bring her virtual party to you guys through this platform, through social media. And so I'm going to be continuing on. Oh gosh, lots of you all said hello, Linda. Hi, Wendy. And Shannon too. So all of a sudden a whole bunch of you are watching, so that is great. I'm never sure when a good time of the day is, and I'm sure every day is different for you guys too, but it's always fun to see names pop up so that I don't feel so all alone. So oh hi Diane and Donna too. So okay, so in continuing on with my self-challenge, I always call it a self-challenge because I always like to have these like little challenges that I put myself up to, and I'm continuing on to use new ideas and different things from the designer series paper sale that is going on this entire month of October. And I just saw that tomorrow we are in a winter weather advisory for this area, and so I was thinking about running out and doing some errands, but kind of sounds like a great day just to stay in and stamp all day too. And I've been doing a lot of that already today, catching up on making cards for you guys that have been ordering either through Stamp Camp or my virtual parties and such. So so I think I'm going to just get out all of this paper that's on sale and just keep coming up with more ideas. Okay, so today from the designer series paper sale, if you have this printed out, page 2, I have In Good Taste designer series paper, and it is actually one of my favorites. So I'm surprised that it has taken me this long into the month, because I've been doing tons of videos, that it has taken me this long to use that paper and get it out. So this is today's card, and so many of you love blues and all sorts of variations of blue. So I thought, oh, this is going to hopefully be something that can inspire a lot of you blue lovers. I love blue too. I'm wearing kind of a variation of blue today too. Didn't even put that together. It's one of my favorites, and so I always think of several people when I come up with a card with navy or different things on it, just because so many of you love blue too. Hi Julie, hi Cheryl. So I think I'm ready to get my camera turned around. Everything looks like it's clicking. So and I'm prepared for you guys. That's what happens when it's Monday. Like I always mention, it's my favorite day of the week, and I feel like things do click better. So I'm going to put my iPad there, so if you guys have questions, thanks Cheryl, then you can follow along and ask those questions right during the live. So here is the card, so you don't have to read it in the mirror image. You can see it straight on. And so today, something new that I've had for a while and haven't pulled it out. I'm sure nobody has products that they haven't used that are sitting there, joke, is the new rectangle postage stamp. And so I'm putting that on today's card today. So that is what I'll be showing you. But like I said, the pretty paper that I'm focusing on today that's on sale is the In Good Taste. And so this paper that I'm using today is kind of funny, because I feel like the sheet that I'm using from this whole very popular set looks nothing like anything else that's in there. So I've got, you know, lots of the wood patterns, if you guys have it already. This one actually kind of looks like it's been textured, like stucco, but then there's like the subway tile, and different things in there too. So lots of different looks to the In Texture designer series paper, but I feel like this one is just very unique out of the whole collection, because usually paper collections look very similar or have kind of a theme, and then there's that one. I'm not complaining because it's blue, so I love it. Okay, so this is the one that I'm going with, and then if you like to follow along in the catalog, it's in the annual catalog on page 122 is the In Good Taste, the whole suite of products. So you see lots of great samples and such, and you can see that paper used again there too. And then the stamp set that I'm going to use is on the next page, this one, and I'll show you kind of a different variation that I almost came up with using the sentiment here, you are the best, but instead I went with you are so special, just because of the way, the layout that I wanted the greeting or the sentiment in the center to be. So I'll show you, and I always think it's kind of fun to show you what I didn't come up with, just because if that's what you already have on hand, it might be kind of fun for you to see a different way that you can make a card too, or maybe why you wouldn't want to make it that way again. Okay, so to start with my card, I am going to, let's see, hi Jacqueline, thanks for joining in. I think I want to start with doing my embossing first. There's always different ways that I start my cards, so then I always have to backtrack and go, which way do I really want to start when I'm doing it with you guys? Hey Tori, haven't seen you live for a while. You're so busy. It's great to see your name pop up here. Okay, so we've got the Night of Navy for the card base, the whites for the inside for later, and then the new In Color Misty Moonlight. So I think that's what I am going to start with, is the Misty Moonlight. And so let me bring over my cut and emboss machine. Today I'm using it only for embossing. And this is the other thing. So all month I have been going with, with the Designer Series paper sale as my kind of my focus and such. So then all of a sudden I realized I've hardly used any embossing folders just because that paper has so much to it. So today is kind of fun to pull out some embossing folders. So this is the, oops, put the packaging aside. I always like to show it to you in case you can't catch it or if the volume isn't great. Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder, and I love just the little petite floral images on there, and they come out so great. Okay, so I just have to go, how am I doing this with the platform? We'll see if it goes through and has no emboss. Oh, I think I need to just do the platform and that. It should tell me, shouldn't it? Yes, using 3D folders. Just the platform and this. See, that is why I need instructions and can't just guess and go, yeah, that's the way it's going to be on my own. Hello, Marie. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so I've got this, and like I said, with the 3D, there's always kind of the double pop of the images. Oops, little piece of paper, if my camera picks it up well or not. Just kind of a little deeper embossed look when it comes to the 3D embossing. Hey there, Brett Willoughby, how are you today? And then the next one that I'm going to emboss with is the Meadow Moments embossing folder, and this one is not 3D, so then I have to kind of look through here and go, okay, I need this plate and then a cutting plate, and then I'll use this and my other cutting plate. And so the Meadow Moments is kind of a 2-pack, and let's see here. And hey Diane, thanks for joining in. So out of the two, oh, there's a piece of paper on this too. This is the one that I'm using. I feel like it coordinates really well with the first one that I just ran through, and this one is also in there. So you can see both of the designs there. And then it's kind of a 6x3 embossing folder. So if and when we ever get that fun new mini cut and emboss machine, these will go through those just great. Thank you, Tori. Yes, I love these embossing folders, so pretty. So this I'm just going to put in, and then I'll be able to slide that through as well. Okay. So when I take that out of the folder here, then we've got that. And on navy, it might not show the best. Oh yeah, the camera angle shows that really well. Hello, Carol. Hi, Julie. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so I've got this and I've got that, and I think we can do some stamping and assembling here. All right, I've got a great group of you for an audience. I'm starting to get nervous. No, just kidding. Okay, so like I said, the sentiment here, there's a lot of different sentiments that you could use for from this for the card. So I'm going with the "You Are So Special." I'm going to show you what the "You Are the Best" could also look like as well. So let me just stamp that out on some Whisper White cardstock here. I'm just going to set that aside, not that it's takes too long to dry, but that way I don't have to worry about smearing it when I put it in my punch. And I can do some assembling here. So I'm going to take my stamp and seal and just put that on my card like so. And I'll put that on here. So like once again, this is Misty Moonlight cardstock, Night of Navy. So 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then the next layer is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then next I'm ready to do some punching. So like I said, I haven't done much with the rectangle postage stamp punch, but this is a fun one. I just love just how easy it is and the size of it. So since we embossed this already, I'm just going to go and punch that out a couple times. So yeah, I did measure and go, okay, this is like the length and width I need to get a couple good punches without cutting it too close. So that worked out really well. And then, whoops, I'm going to take that same punch and use just a chunk. I just kind of cut out a chunk of this just because that way it's easier to punch from than a whole sheet of, say, the 12 by 12. Okay. So yeah, this one was hard. Like, I love navy, so do I want to use that? Or I love all the hardwood backgrounds too that are in that paper pack. So that's always a struggle of which one to wreck and which one to use. Hello, Amy, how are you today? Okay, so let me just put a couple swipes of my adhesive on each piece. And I feel like when I'm trying to center and put on things like this that kind of have to be measured and equal, then I put all the adhesive on just so then it's easier to kind of maneuver versus putting it on each time. So I'm going to put that on. We're going to hope that it's kind of, let me scoot that. And I do know some stampers that have come to my stamp camps that have their acrylic measures, and they measure everything out, and that's why their cards look so amazing. But I'm just gonna eye mine and go, okay, that's pretty even for putting that all on there like so. Hi Nancy, thanks for joining in. Okay, then I'm gonna give it a good press down once I know that it's all set there. Okay, and then this tag, tailored tag punch I just used last week on a card that you guys loved. Probably got one of my most likes out of the whole week. So I'm going to use this again and just center the "You Are Special" in there like so. And who doesn't need, at a time like this, who does not need a card that says "You Are So Special"? So everybody should get a card or make a card and send something like that out. So before I put that on my card, I like how it kind of breaks up the narrow edges and such, but kind of just, I don't know, I like this kind of shape with that. Yes, Amy. So Amy and I are going on a retreat next month, and I'm so excited. I'm already thinking of what projects I'm going to bring to work on, and our harvest is done too. So maybe that's why I can be excited about it. That's great. Okay, so this "You Are the Best" I just want to pull in because that is also from the same stamp set. And then it has a terrific die in the bundle that not only cuts that out, but kind of adds a fun little edge to it, kind of an embossed edge. So this is what I was almost going to do, but I felt like, okay, that's okay. But I did like the way this looked a little bit better. So not saying it's bad. So if you make cards and you already have that stamp set and don't have this punch and everything, it'll be good. It'll be okay. So that's why I love to give you guys some added, benefits of seeing different things through the live videos. So then I'm just going to pop up my sentiment with about 4 dimensionals here. And this is a card too that would be easy to recreate using any kind of designer series paper, embossing folders, or not even embossing folders, and just kind of copy it using something else, you know, different colors, different sentiments, something like that. So I love how that just kind of pops on there. And then with this paper here too, I just kind of want to point out, it's not white. So when you see the white, it's not white, but it's not very vanilla either. So kind of like a very vintage kind of look to it, or boho chic to it. So, so yeah. And then to kind of just zip up my card a little bit, then I thought it'd be fun to get out the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack. Say that fast 5 times. And this is kind of a fun, I'm going to see if the camera will pick that up, a fun little, like, kind of like a baker's twine look to it. It's got some white, and it's got, there we go. I almost have to cover up what's in the background for it to go. So it's got some white, it's got some misty moonlight, and it's got some silver, shiny silver to it too. So I am going to wrap that around a couple times. Thank you, Tori. I think Tori shares my love of blue. So if you love the colors today, that's probably why, Tori. Yes. I feel like I could stamp like a card with Night of Navy or something like that every single day for a month. They'd all probably look different, even though they're blue tone, but I just love working with blue. And actually, not too long ago, Stampin' Up! Also put in their, I'm gonna grab a scissor. I forgot my scissor. Don't know how I forgot something as basic as a scissor, but not too long ago, getting back to that Stampin' Up, these are my kitchen shears, so a little bit of overkill, but Stampin' Up put Night of Navy in their neutral color collection just because it is used so much with all the other colors. Okay, so in the other ribbon pack, last week I used that thick white, and then there's also the Just Jade gingham too. My white is all used up because I use that on a Stamp Camp card. Okay, and then for the inside, I just am going to tack down a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Whisper White, because the You Are So Special could be used for anything. You could send it for somebody just as a pick-me-up card, if they need a lift, or a birthday card or something like that. And then of course I want to finish it off with some kind of embellishment. And I'm choosing the 2020-2022 in color enamel dots, but I also was on the fence about using the blue adhesive back gems because these are so pretty, and they come in like the pretty peacock color and the balmy blue, and it would look great with that. But I thought the Misty Moonlight in color from here would just kind of follow through with kind of the subtle country look of the card. So just going to take my Take Your Pick tool, which has that tacky end, and I'm going to start in the middle. And it's great that there's points on there because that will help me center, because don't we always need all the help we can get? So I start in the center, so then it's easier for me to put one on each side and not get as crooked as can be. So just by adding that fun little embellishment there, I feel like it really ties the whole card together, because that's the Misty Moonlight with the Night of Navy, kind of like we've done throughout the card, just the blank inside. And that is it. So I'm gonna flip my camera around. Like I said, hopefully that is something that can inspire you to maybe come up with something in your crafting space. If you look like, actually, like you could take scraps or pieces of paper. You know, my stamping friend Lisa is always like, how do you use your scraps? So that would be something that you could actually use up. So yeah, when I start out with this big 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I'm sure this is all gonna be punched out with that postage stamp by the time I make the thank you cards for everybody that orders through Kathy's Party, it'll be fun to have a full sheet. But yet, if you just have little pieces around, that'll be great. So once again, this is card number 1 for Kathy Hunter's virtual stamp party that's kicking off today. So then tomorrow and Wednesday I will have cards 2 and 3. I have some ideas already that I'm excited about. Actually, I have too many ideas that I'm excited about, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what I narrow down my choices with for you guys. But know that there will be videos coming up the next couple days, actually all week, so that'll be fun. And how you get the cards is if you place a minimum $25 order using Kathy's code, and it's posted on my workspace as I do the video, as well as I'll take a still shot of this picture and upload that, and then I'll also put the host code with that as well. But if you place a minimum order of $25 or more, then you get the 3 cards that I make through her virtual party as a thank you from both Kathy and I. So, and then towards the end of the week, I will resume with my October stamp camp. I have 5 more cards to make for that for you guys. And so, but for the month so far and ongoing, Kathy's the last virtual hostess that I have on my books. I know people are always like, oh, I kind of want to do the virtual hostess thing, but if you have a lot like lined up, then I don't want to be in the way or have too much on my plate either. So I kind of like to let you guys know that I just have like, let's see, 8 more presentations, and then I'm caught up again too. So if you want to see some more inspiration, consider being a virtual hostess. I don't talk a lot about it, but it's always fun for me to be able to help you out in that way too. And it's always fun for everybody because they get to see more inspiration through cards. So have a happy Monday, and get out your snow boots, your mittens, your scarves, and brace for our big 1 to 3 inches of snow that's coming our way. Have a great rest of your day.